Good morning, everybody. It's James the Weatherman here, back with another live stream. I hope everybody's doing good. Can we get a sound check real quick? Sound check. Sound check. I hope everybody is doing great today. It is my birthday. I did say that I wasn't gonna stream today, and I have a few things I'm gonna say about that. I am streaming today. Currently, right now, I'm streaming. Um, During this weather event, I will not be able to stream because I will not be near my computer. Um, this gonna be a this gonna be a pretty substantial event. So I thought about doing, hey, let's do an outbreak before I leave and do all my stuff that I need to do today. But say hey in the chat. I'll say hey back to you guys real quick, and then we will start talking about today's event. Um, Thank you guys all, Ryan, Dom, Just Weather. Uh, Thank you guys all for the happy birthday. Um, so yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. Hello, Mia. Hello, Seth. Thank you. Hey, Doxson. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Just Weather. Hey, Seth. Hey, Connor. Hey, Kalita. Hey, Mia. If I didn't say your name, just say hey, and I will say your beautiful name. And then we will get started. Man, so last night I posted a picture. Hey, Eagle, thank you. Posted a picture on my Discord and on my YouTube community chat, saying that a moderate would likely be issued. Just over the stuff that I was looking at. I was up. I don't know when that community message went out, but let's just go take a glance real quick. 9 hours ago. So that was about 1 o'clock, right? I was up, I think, until like 2:15 or 2:30. Just keeping an eye on the weather. I was messaging a few people in the. I was messaging a few people on Discord. If you haven't been in Discord, go to join Discord. Um, I was talking to Just Weather. Him and I were kind of going back and forth. Weren't talking as much, but him and I kind of collabed during severe weather. And I was telling him about next week. Next week there's going to be another possible severe weather outbreak. Very, very possible. Um, but let's talk about today. We're not worried about next week. We're worried about today. As you can see on here, on this map, you can see that from about east of Amarillo, you can count Amarillo in there, to all the way over to the Oklahoma-Texas border is in a moderate risk. Okay? Then, mostly, actually, all of western part of Oklahoma is in a slight risk. We do have that kind of surrounding the moderate risk, a enhanced risk, but I will talk about why it's so small um, and so forth. The slight risk and the marginal risk, you can kind of see it kind of makes a kind of goes all the way up into Kansas, into Colorado, and into New Mexico, and then mostly a good chunk of Texas. There's There's a front. It's about. I was looking last night as the models. I kind of just woke up, but last night as of models, um, looking up in the air, probably around 30 degrees below 0 Celsius. Um, so, and it's overpowering a warm, moist surface air. So once that overpowers, when you get cold and warm, it sparks up things. The instability is off the charts right now. And I'll show you on the satellite how the satellite's looking. I'm going to show you a few things today. Let's go over to and let's look at the tornado risk. Okay, we got the 2% in the light green, 5% in, I don't know what color you want to call it, greenish brown, 10% in the yellow, and 15% in the red. Okay, the hatched area is 10% and 15%. I will explain a little bit more on that in a moment. We're going to look at probability of hail. You get 30%, and that 5% you see is the hatched area. Wind, 15% for a good chunk of Texas. Significant tornado. That's the hatched area I was talking about. As you can see, Amarillo is basically in it, going all the way over to Shamrock into just west of Elk City. Would not surprise me if we see a strong storm in Elk City. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a strong storm anywhere around this. We might even see a strong storm up here in Kansas. But I will talk about it in a little bit. So, that is about the Storm Prediction Center. So, as Storm Prediction Center has put out a public severe weather outlook, severe thunderstorms are expected over parts of east central and southeast Texas Panhandle this afternoon. This is east central and southeast Texas Panhandle. Several tornadoes, a few intense tornadoes, scattered large hail, with even some possible baseball size, up to baseball size. There might be a couple that are a little bigger, but I think baseball size is a pretty good 2 to 3 inches. And isolated damaging winds. Scattered to numerous severe storms are expected later today into early tonight from West Texas into western Oklahoma and southwestern Kansas. Most significant severe weather threat includes strong tornadoes and very large hail. So there may be a couple intense tornadoes and 2 to 3 inch size hail. Expected this afternoon and evening across east central and southeast Texas. So, I told you yesterday I wasn't going to be able to stream today. Okay? I'm doing this briefing. If you just tuned in, I am streaming right now, but I will not be, due to my birthday, I will not be home in a couple hours. So, I want to make sure you guys get all this information. So, I want you to review your severe weather safety procedures for the possibility of dangerous weather today. If you're in this area, anywhere from, I would say, Snyder, Texas, all the way up to the I-70 in Kansas. Even though you're in a marginal risk, just because of where that low is set and the jet stream is pushing, if anything would to happen, it could go all the way up there. Just because it's in the marginal risk does not matter right now. Stay tuned if you have a NOAA weather radio. make sure you you have that on if you're in this area, or other media for watches and warnings. I really, really suggest you to if you're gonna watch a YouTuber, a YouTube weather, I really suggest you to watch Just Weather. He's a moderator in this chat. If you are not gonna watch a YouTuber, okay, I want you. Your local weather is just as good. Okay, anything that can get you alerts, if it's your phone, if it's anything that can get you alerts, I want you to stay tuned to that. Stay glued to that. Okay, tornado watch means that conditions are favorable for tornadoes to form during the next several hours. There will be a tornado watch soon. If a tornado warning is issued for your area, move to a place of safety, ideally in a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Any questions about that? Any questions? Just whether are you still in here? Okay. Let's go on over to the model. Now this is HRRR model. This is not what the radar is going to look like. So this is just um, a model. This is kind of what is in a outlook. It's not really a forecast. Not really a forecast. It's not what the radar is going to look like. So what we see here, I encourage you not to assume that this is what the radar is going to look like in 5 hours. I encourage you not to assume that, please. So we're gonna go forward. This is kind of what's 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if today, if you want to watch a YouTuber, Just Weather's in the chat. He's gonna be doing a stream today. Him and I collab. So make sure you head over there. I would appreciate it. Uh, it means a lot. It would mean a lot if you do watch a YouTuber. Go watch Just Weather, as he's a great live streamer and a great weather streamer. But let's get back to this is at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. There's still that line right here. It hasn't, according to the HRRR model, it hasn't produced any storms on rate or on the model as we're looking at it. We're going a few in, like 3 p.m. 3 p.m. near Amarillo. This is 3 p.m. Central Standard Time today. This is a renegade cell. And if this can stay isolated, like meaning that if this is exactly what the radar, hypothetically, if this is exactly what the radar looks like, if this can stay away from this storm, this might be a substantial, strong, severe storm. It may produce baseball-sized hail. It may produce a tornado. But in either way, if it stays isolated, it will likely be strong. A strong, very strong storm. But if it starts to become a line, then we're going to look at damaging winds and isolated very large hail. As we continue to go, As we're looking at the HRRR, kinda, you can see that this whitish, dark, white, grayish, that's showing really large hail core. But anywhere in this vicinity, because as we seen earlier in the stream, significant tornado, we're in that area. We'll move forward. As of 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, like I said, I'll remind you again, this is not what the radar is going to look like. Okay? As of 6 p.m., there's no storms as of 5 p.m., according to the HRRR. As of 6 p.m., there is a line of storms that have developed. I'm going to tell you right now, this is not what the radar is going to look like, right? These storms are likely going to be developing back here in western Texas, farther back, and they're not going to become a line right away. The HRRR suggests that it's going to become a line right away. Hey, I can tell you right now, it's not gonna. 7 p.m. We got 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is the at this time. I'm likely going to be back home, right? And I likely may stream at 7 p.m. When I get back home, I likely will stream. But once this becomes this, to be a hail threat and a damaging wind. Unless we have some renegade cells. What are renegade cells, James? Renegade cells are cells in front of a line of storms. So if we have a cell that gets in front of the storm that has enough energy, can produce a tornado. It can have a brief spin up. I think by this time, by 8 p.m., I think the tornado threat is going to be a little diminished, because it's going to become a more linear squall line. But if you're in Elk City, going all the way down south to Abilene, be aware that tonight you're going to have some strong storms. Go a couple hours in. It's already past Elk City. It's already past Abilene. Still on that I-20 corridor, heading towards Dallas. Now by midnight, I think by midnight, this storm is gonna start to lose its strength. If it's producing damaging winds, I don't think it's gonna produce damaging winds. But wait, tomorrow, because the temperatures, tomorrow this low may produce more severe weather. And it looks like there's going to be a small line according to the HRRR. Let's check this out. Go here. We'll do a couple models on WSV3, and then we will show you a little in-depth. So this is the NAM 3K. So the NAM was showing that it's further west, and it's already kind of starting to become linear. We go forward a couple hours, it's already becoming linear. And if they have isolated cells or a renegade cell, possibly could produce. So let's look at the RAP model. So as we look here, there could be some storms at 1 p.m. Central. The RAP model is not showing a line until about 5 p.m. Oh, the line. It's showing the line's going to be up more further north. What are the chances for a EF2 to an EF5 tornado today? Man. Ask me that in like 20 minutes, okay? Ask me that in 20 minutes. Let's switch over to switch on over to the satellite. Now you see just weather say there's a lot of cloud cover over the projected impacted area. Um, and it's true. We're keeping an eye on these higher base clouds. If these can get out of the area and heating occurs, you can already kind of see it's clearing up under here. Heating occurs, then yeah, it's already outside. So we've already gotten likely heating and instability from last night moving in. Let's pull up this. So as of right now, currently going on in eastern New Mexico, there's about 2,000 joules per kilogram CAPE going down to right on the New Mexico and Texas border, 2,000 joules per kilogram. That's that yellow, as you can see down here in the lower left corner. Green is about 1,500, and then you get into the blue 750, purple 500, light purple 250, and then like darkish reddish is 100 joules per kilogram. But yeah, it's looking like a south wind. What was I looking for? Oh, dew points. So dew points are in a good range, about 50, 60, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And kind of what the radar is looking like right now. So we have a few severe storms that were over here that are, I think, still occurring. And we're kind of waiting for the storms to fire up over here. So this would be 6 p.m. Right? It's looking like just north of Lubbock, near Amarillo. It's looking like you got 3,000 joules per kilogram. We can take a quick sounding check on this. And this is not a good sounding. What do I mean by a not a good sounding is it looks like, excuse me, capped 950 millibars, and the photographs aren't real curved. But let's do this. Pick up. 60. And these photographs are not. Oh, the storm is a steep photograph. Humidity at 100%. So 64. Good morning, everybody that I just seen in chat saying good morning. Look up. Have they put out a mezzo? Well, I can tell you there's going to be 2 watches issued. There's somebody just asked it. The snowstorm hasn't even happened yet. I can kind of give you a little insider on the snowstorm, real quick. Snow is back here. Oh, so I want you to all want you guys all to we're gonna watch this real quick.
Tornado basics. Tornadoes. Although tornadoes occur in many parts of the world, they are found most frequently in the United States. In an average year, 1,200 tornadoes cause 60 to 65 fatalities and 1,500 injuries nationwide. Tornado facts. A tornado is a violent, rotating column of air extending from a cumulus cloud, such as a thunderstorm, to the ground. Tornadoes may appear nearly transparent until dust and debris are picked up or a cloud form within the funnel. An average tornado moves from southwest and northeast, but tornadoes can move into any direction, can suddenly change their direction of motion. An average forward speed of a tornado is 30 miles per hour, but may vary from nearly stationary to 70 miles per hour. The strongest tornadoes have rotating winds of more than 200 miles per hour. Tornadoes can accompany tropical storm and hurricanes as they move onto land. Water spouts are tornadoes that form over warm water. Be ready year-round. Tornadoes can occur any time of the day, any day of the year. Have a plan of action before severe weather threatens. You need to respond quickly when a warning is issued or a tornado is spotted. When conditions are warm, humid, and windy, or skies are threatening, monitor for severe weather watches warnings by listening to the NOAA weather radio. As you see here, the EF scale for damage. 065 to 85. And then 5 is over 200 miles per hour. Before a thunderstorm develops, winds change directions, increase in speed with altitude. This creates invisible horizontal spinning effects in the lower atmosphere. On the left, you see weak tornadoes. 88% of all tornadoes are weak tornadoes. Less than 5% of tornado deaths. Lifetime 1 to 10 minutes. And winds less than 110 miles per hour. Produces usually EF0 or EF1 damage. On the top, it's rising air within the thunderstorm. Updraft tilts the road.
So that's kind of a little bit about the basics of tornadoes. That is on my profile, my YouTube channel. We'll quickly watch this one. we'll quickly watch this one, and then we'll end it there. I got to get ready for this beautiful day outside. Yeah.
Severe Weather 101 Thunderstorm Basic. What is a thunderstorm? A thunderstorm is a rain shower during which you hear thunder. Since thunder comes from lightning, all thunderstorms have lightning. Why do I sometimes hear meteorologists use the word convection when talking about thunderstorms? Usually created by surface heating, convection is upward atmospheric motion that transports whatever is in the air along with it, especially any moisture available in the air. A thunderstorm is a result of convection.
Never mind. It's my video is uh not showing at all. Oh, okay. We will end it out on that note. I hope everybody has a good day. Um, but just just be aware that there's gonna be severe weather in this area. If you happen to know anybody in this area, check up on them. Most of them probably already are aware that there is weather going on. Um, but make sure they're safe. Keep a check on them. If you are in these areas, heed the warnings. Like, make sure you respect the polygons. And as always, I love you guys. Thank you for the birthday wishes, and I hope everybody has a good day. Stay safe and stay weather aware.